ThaGuyXii.
Hey man, welcome back to my channel. And where I last left off, I kind of did a little cliffhanger of sorts, and we gonna get right back into it. Casper, he was highly upset because of a situation with a handler and his working woman. So bro, he kind of about to get on some vigilante shit a little bit. So after where I left off on the last part where he was saying he was gonna handle the situation, it been a little bit of time, and with his heightened senses, and you know what I'm saying, from gathering information from the women that was there, and then finding other women in certain other areas and shit, he dwindled down to who it is and where he be at, because money talks. You know what I'm saying? You start paying for some information, people gonna tell you what you want to know. And then he naturally could get a certain tad bit of information out of them just from appearance, smell, and the way he carry himself and talk. So he using all of his charms, his cards to get what he need and what he want. So as he is moving around and you know what I'm saying, he cutting down on stuff, you know, K, he looking at this, he like, damn, bro, like you moving real, like when you said you was smart, like I believed it, but like this is kind of something else. And he like, yeah, like you don't even have to be here if you don't want to, because like, well, this is, you know what I'm saying? He like, nah, bro, like, bro, like what I tell you. I said we boys now, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Your problems, my problems, your problems type shit. And he like, I fuck with that. So he like, so, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you might be moving kind of quick and shit, you know what I'm saying? Moving around, doing all this walking and shit. You don't even look like you tired of nothing, but like, I ain't even gonna lie to you, Brody. My feet killing me, bro. We've been doing so much walking. And he looked back at him, and I saying, bro, legs, they look like they about to give out. He like, oh shit, my fault. I ain't gonna lie, I was so fucking angry. I ain't even been thinking about it. Shit, my legs a little tired too. And he like, shit, hey, look, I'm about to get us a little cool, little stoli. He like, what you mean? He like, just watch. He pull a flathead out his jacket. You know what I'm saying? The inner part of his jacket. He walk into a car. You know what I'm saying? He stab it through the window and shit. He start moving around. Clink. He get in there. You know what I'm saying? He open the car. He open the door. He like, hey, get in. He like, whoa. He like, okay. Hey, K got some skills. You know what I'm saying? He pulled the little under box off. You know what I'm saying? He start messing with some wires and shit. He put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? The car turned over and they roll off. And like, see? Hey, don't this feel so much better than walking? He like, shit, yeah. But at the same time, I don't, I don't know about stealing cars. He like, hey, it's some money in this. He like, what? And he like, in this, like stealing cars. Like there's chop shops all over the city. You know what I'm saying? You bring them in the car, they don't care who car it was or where you got it from. As long as it's in a good enough condition, they buy it off you. And then if you really wanted to make some money, you can just give them the frame and shit and take the radio out and all the rest of the electronics on the inside and sell those to pawn shop. And he like, you know a lot about this shit. Like, hey, when you got a big brother like mine, you kind of learn. He like, oh, okay. He like, nah, but for real, it's decent money in this. He like, I mean, it was decent money in what we doing. He like, yeah, factual. And either way, they all crimes. So like, you know what I'm saying? Might as well do one that's safer. Casper look at him, he like, shit, why not do both? And he kinda like slam on the brakes and he look over at him. He like, yo, bro, are you a fiend or some shit? Like, do you get off to doing crimes? Like, is this your shit? And he like, nah, I wouldn't say I'm a fiend for crimes or anything. I'm just saying, like, I need money. And you know what I'm saying? Money's nice, money's good, you know what I'm saying? It make your life better. So why would I not want more money? He's like, yeah, I feel you. I ain't gonna lie. But like, look, I ain't even gonna argue with you. You smart, so you could probably figure out a way to do this shit that have minimum risk. So I ain't even about to get into it with you. If that's what you say, then shit, fuck it. All right, we gonna ball. It's like, see, hey, I knew I could count on you. He's like, yeah, nigga, whatever, shit. Just know, nigga, if we get, I said the boys start lighting up. I'm running one way and you better run the other way. And like, shit, if I get caught, I don't know you. If you get caught, he's like, nigga, I don't know you, nigga. We just met. And he like, shit, hey, for sure. And niggas just start laughing. I ain't gonna lie, they got like a decent relationship, which not like that, not like that because niggas be on some weird shit, no Diddy shit. So they cruising around, they finally get to where they need to be. He cut the headlights off and shit. He like, hey shit, like I'm gonna be waiting here and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, you know what I'm saying. Uh, it is what it is. And he's like, shit. Actually, what are you gonna do? He's like, man, I ain't gonna do nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna smack him around a little bit, rob him. And he like, what? Robert, nigga, that's more crimes. And he like an assault, not. And he like, yeah, that is. But like at the same time, I mean, we already just assaulted multiple people tonight, so like I wasn't really even thinking about that. And he like, yeah, but at the same time, it's all the same. He's like, yeah, you right. At this point, I mean, I already been in juvie once. Might as well. Like, shit. What's worse that could happen? He's just sitting in the car. He's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, just hey, if you gonna be in there longer than fucking 30 minutes, let me know. And he like send a text or something. And if I see anybody or anything moving around or anybody coming towards this building, I'm gonna send you a text to let you know. You're like, all right. Look, no, Casper, you know what I'm saying? He walked into the gangway, you know what I'm saying? The alley. You know what I'm saying? He get up the fire escape, you know what I'm saying? He looking and like he looking through the like at different windows, but he's not really looking at them. He's just getting close enough to smell them because he know what the girls smell like. So he's just getting close enough to smell different windows to realize which window and what floor they on. So eventually he get it. You know what I'm saying? He popped the window open, courtesy to K Flathead. And he slide that one open. He get in. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Batman, so like but it is still relatively clean and silent. So you know what I'm saying? He in there, he walking around. And it's like money everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem like anything got put up. There's some lines on the table, some roll up dollar bills and shit like that. And he like, of course. So of course he started collecting that money. What? Let's be real. My boy is a money fiend. So he started collecting money. He started collecting anything that looked any what valuable. He started, you know what I'm saying, collecting it. It was some duffel bags in here. So he like, oh shit. I ain't even gotta make multiple trips. So he opened the duffel bags, you know what I'm saying? It's filled with even more money. And he like, I'm just making it big today. So he just starts stuffing more stuff into these duffel bags. It was a few of them that was just empty. But hey, that's just more for him. So he texts K and he like, hey, uh, leave the car running, but I need you to come out the car, walk through the little gangway like I did, and come around to the back to the fire escape. He like shit. All right, and he replied. He was like, he replied with just K. You know what I'm saying? That nigga think he quirky. He think he cool. So he get there and Casper start throwing them bags on. You know what I'm saying? They hitting the floor and shit. He like, what the like he look at them like, what the fuck with the hand motion? So then he point to his phone and then K pull his phone back out. He look at it. He like, bro, money. And he like, oh. And he put up okay. with his hand, and he picked him up. He started running back to the car. Nah, I'm saying, hey, these boys full blown criminals. These boys full blown criminals. Like it's crazy. So after that, you know what I'm saying, he got the money. You know what I'm saying. He also start finding a few bricks and shit. He take those too, cause like, hey, it might not be as good as that he can make, but at the same time, he can still sell it. So hey, you took those. He start walking through the rest of the house and shit. He pretty stealth based. You know what I'm saying. He ain't making any type of noise. You know what I'm saying. And like because of his heightened senses, he can tell which floorboard like he step on will make sounds. So avoiding those and moving slower and you know what I'm saying crouching a little bit to you know what I'm saying have a better distribution of his weight on which step he take and how he move, pretty much make this nigga almost unheard. So he searching more through the house, he going through more places. Then he get to the, you know what I'm saying? Of course he robbing the rest of the house. Let's be real. Like what? You thought he wasn't? He is. So after he get through most of the other parts of the house, he get to the master bedroom. You know what I'm saying? He cracked the door. You know, he opened it up a little bit. He looking through. Then he see bro in the bed. He see the girl next to him and shit. And you know what I'm saying? He like, all right, hey, it's Tom. So, you know what I'm saying? He kind of cracked the door open a little bit more and make a little sound. You know what I'm saying? Bro snoring and that motherfucker snoozing. All that. But the girl, she kind of peek up and she look. And then, you know what I'm saying? She see that nigga. She about to scream. And that nigga, you know what I'm saying, hey, on some Batman shit. He opened the door kind of fast. It don't really make too much sound. He roll, you know what I'm saying? He put his hand over her mouth and shit. And I'm saying she looked and she see who it is, and then like she calmed down a little bit because like just naturally off the aura that he giving off, she don't really feel like she in danger. So then, you know what I'm saying, he grabbed her some clothes and shit. He you know what I'm saying handed to her and shit. He pull her into the hallway. He closed the door a little bit, and then he tell her that he about to grab all of her stuff, and she just need to make sure that she go exactly how he told her to go. You know, go down the fire escape and wait for him. And she nod her head, yeah. You know what I'm saying? She thinking like, like, what is going on? But then again, going with him is safer than being where she was. So she comply. You know what I'm saying? She start listening. She do what he's saying. And you know what I'm saying? Once she do that, the nigga, he go into the bathroom. He start searching under the sink and shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what he was looking for is under there. So he get it. You know what I'm saying? He go into the closet, start searching through there. You know what I'm saying? He found another thing that he need. He go into the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? He start searching under the cabinets, in the cabinets, and he find the next thing that he need. Now he got all the things that he need for what he about to do. And then he go back in the room, bro spread out, you know what I'm saying, over the bed and shit. You know what I'm saying? He know what I'm saying? He get that duct tape, start wrapping that boy arms, you know what I'm saying, taping him to the bed rails. You know what I'm saying? He take that nigga legs up. And like, and look, I'm telling you, it's not funny, but at the same time, he is so familiar with what he's doing, even though he don't really know why he's familiar with what he's doing. Like it don't bother him at all either. So like he know what he about to do. He about to kill him. But like the fact of him doing it, it don't bother him. He ain't even thinking about it. He it's more like a this dude made me upset for whatever reason. I'm gonna kill him. And that was as easy as his thought process was. It wasn't nothing too crazy outside of that. But at the same time, he not thinking even deeper on it. He not thinking about the ramifications of killing. He not thinking about what it could do to him, how you feel after it. It's just nothing. It was just hey, you did something I don't like, I'm killing him. So now, you know what I'm saying? Back to the story. Shit, he taped the funnel, like he kind of wiggle into bro mouth, no diddy, and he taped the funnel to that nigga face. You know what I'm saying? He lift his head up, tape around his head and shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? He like, good. Everything that he need is here. So then he slapped that nigga on the stomach, hard as hell. Boy, wake up. He trying to yell, but the funnel in his mouth and shit. He like, oh, he started looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. And bro, grab that drain cleaner. He start unscrewing his top off of it. And he looking at him, you know what I'm saying? Tears coming out of his eyes. And he shaking his head and stuff. He like, look. See, I'm not like a hero or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to say that I am. I wouldn't even say that I'm a good person. Well, you know what I'm saying? I got two rules, right? And these are the rules I live by. Don't hurt women and don't hurt kids. And I don't like anybody who hurt women or who hurt kids. That's it. And he started thinking deeper on what he's saying. And it's more like he ain't even thinking about what he's saying. It's just flowing out of him naturally. So he don't really even know where that shit came from. But it is what it is. And he did feel the way that he felt. So it is, hey, it's over. And he started pouring that drain cleaner into bro mouth through the funnel. You know what I'm saying? Bro he get to try to squirm and scooting around and shit. But hey, you know, the funnel in your mouth, bro, it's over. He chopped that nigga in the neck. You know what I'm saying? He swallowed. Pause. And then he leave. Bro started shaking and shit. He like, yep. He made sure he, you know what I'm saying, start knocking some shit over, throw the dresser over, you know what I'm saying, break a few windows, throw some plates on the floor, overturn the fridge. Basically, he just completely ransacked this place, threw the couch over, flipped it, took bro phone, took it out of the room, put it in the middle of the floor, and stumped on it. And then he go out the window, close the window behind him. He jumped down the fire escape. Know what I'm saying? He jumped off the side, you know what I'm saying? Kind of vigilante style. But then he grabbed onto the other rail, hit it like, you know what I'm saying, caught it with the back part of his foot. But then he flipped forward, front flip, land on his feet. You know what I'm saying? My boy moving like Nightwing. So then he land, you know what I'm saying? He lean up, you know what I'm saying? His braids flowing through the wind majestically. You know, old girl's just looking, shocked, perplexed, impressed, and something else, but you know what I'm saying? I can't think of the word right now, but you know what I mean. Right? So then, you know what I'm saying? He lead her back to the car and shit, you know. Kanan, he's still sitting in the car. He see this nigga with a girl, and he like, yo, what the he like, man, what the fuck did I get myself into? Right? So he opened the door, and then I saying it's one of those cars where like you gotta open the door and lift the passenger seat forward for the person to get into the back seat. So she get into the back, he put the seat back, he hop in. Kana, and he speed off. And I'm saying he don't even say nothing to him. He look at him. Casper look at him. They look at each other, and he know everything that Kana want to say to him, but not saying. So they speed off. You know what I'm saying? They get a couple of blocks away. You know what I'm saying? They relatively smooth cruising. You know what I'm saying? And then it was silent. The old girl in the back, she started asking him, so like what happened? Like, you know, like is Terry gonna come after her? And you know what I'm saying? He looked, he like, nah. And that's all he say. And she like, oh, okay. And she like, so what am I gonna do? And he like, uh, don't worry about that. I'll make sure you straight. You ain't even gotta think too hard about it. And Kanan, he looked, he like, he think to himself, man, this nigga kind of soft a little bit, but like Not soft in the sense that like, you know what I'm saying, he won't get his hand dirty or he won't do no shit. But he's soft like where like it's like this could be easily exploited by women. Kind of soft, if that makes sense. So you're like, man, and that's just what he thinking. So he cruising, one hand on the wheel, you know what I'm saying, other hand on his his chin, you know. So then they get relatively close to where they started at, where you know what I'm saying, where the pretty much the last place he be when he dealing for the night. So they get within that area, you know what I'm saying, can they stop the car and shit. He lead the car a few blocks down. But they ain't about to just cruise through that motherfucker with the car. You know what I'm saying? Uh he take he take her over there where her friends are and shit. You know what I'm saying? Other working girls and shit. They see her, you know, they crying, hugging her and shit. Not saying she do got like, you know what I'm saying, some lacerations and markings and shit. But at least she's out. She they can see that she alive. You know what I'm saying? Even with that, she was smiling. She looked happier. So they just happy that she's all right. Right? They start thanking him and shit. He like, nah, they ain't nothing like that. No. So then, you know, he tell her that like, well, he start asking them, is there any of them that like, you know what I'm saying, they got their own place or something like that where she can shack up with them for a bit. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh yeah, of course. And he's like, yeah, he'll make sure that they ain't even got to worry about like paying rent. He got the next 4 month rent, however much it is. He'll make sure he paid the next 4 months. And you know what I'm saying? They start crying. They hug him and shit because bro moving different. You know what I'm saying? And he might not be like a hero in the normal sense, but he did just inspire and put hopes into these girls. So he go back to the car, go into the bag, and I said he pulled the money out because of course they told him how much it would be, and he's just like, all right, cool. Now that I know how much it'd be, he just give it out. So he do that, but then he get him his number and shit. He like, if they ever need anything, and you know what I'm saying, some shit happen, a situation happen, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, just call him. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? And he about to walk away, and they're like, so like, what's your name? And like, you know what I'm saying? He like, oh, my name's Drac. And they're like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He walked back to the car. You know what I'm saying? They were waving him by and shit. And then he get in the car and came and look over at him. He like, man, I got so many words for you, but I don't even know where the fuck to start. So I ain't even gonna say nothing. And he like, shit, all right. Look, just found us a hotel since, you know what I'm saying, we way past curfew. So we ain't getting in. He like, yeah, you right. So, you know what I'm saying? They just cruise. They found like a little hotel. You know what I'm saying? They leave the car, little distance. You know what I'm saying? They take the bags and stuff. They check in. Not a hotel, a motel, because those are two different things. Right? So they check into a motel. You know what I'm saying? They get a room with two twins. And like, you know what I'm saying? They in there. He like, all right, so like, what's happening? He like, shit, you can go to sleep, be on your phone, do whatever you about to do. But I'm about to count this money. He's like, oh yeah, oh there's money in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Bro, sit up. Start rubbing his hands and shit. You know what I'm saying? They start breaking it down, counting these hundreds, these fifties and twenties. And he like, shit, hey, bro had a decent amount of money for him to just be like a low run of the mill, like, you know what I'm saying, little like handler. And he like, shit, I'm not sure he was like a low handler. He probably was like just the person they seen, but he most likely had somebody above him. Or he just stole it. Either way, it is what it is. It's mine now. He's like, shit, hey. So they count the money. You know what I'm saying? After a while, they get done. They realize they up. They really up. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like 50K up type shit. And he like, hey. We ain't gotta rob and kick doors no more. And Casper looked him straight in the eyes. He was like, I was playing. I was playing, bro. I know. This ain't nowhere near enough for you for some weird reason. I don't know why. This is life changing money for some people, but for you, I could tell just by how you look at money when you was counting it. It never seemed like it's enough. Why is that? He's like, I don't know. He like, you don't even be looking impressed with the amount of money that's right here. Like this is more than 50K, and you don't even look like a little bit happy. And he like, yeah. And he like, why is that? Ain't that kind of weird? Like you a money thing. You chase money, but then you don't care when you have the money. And he's like, no, I care. It's just for what I'm saying, for everything that I'm gonna do. I'm like, this money probably gonna be gone anyway. And he's like, so what do you plan on doing? And he was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm gonna have to cut contact with my connect, and then you know what I'm saying, most likely become my own connect. And mind you, he don't actually have a connect, but like he said he did. So that's just a little bit of you know what I'm saying, a little bit of white lie, a little bit of manipulation. And he like, oh, so okay, I get that. And he was like, then you know what I'm saying, all the materials I'm gonna need, the you know what I'm saying, the chemicals, all of that, like that shit not cheap. He's like, okay, I can understand that. But at the same time, you don't even look like remotely happy. Like, bro, this is money, and he holding like wads of hundreds in his hand. He throw it at him, and you know what I'm saying, he get hit in the chest, and he look down. He's like, why the fuck are you throwing money, bro? He's like, bro, look at it. So he looking at it. He like, I mean, it is a good decent amount of money. He like, duh, that's what I was saying. He was like, yeah, but even then, it still ain't gonna be that much money for me because, like, you know what I'm saying, I still got to split. He was like, what do you mean split? He like, I'm gonna split it with you. He like, whoa, I don't need that much money, gang. Like, these was your licks and your situation, your crusade and whatnot. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'll take my split from, you know what I'm saying, the shit that I did do. You know what I'm saying? We was out there and we was selling and shit. But this all you. I ain't about to take from this. He like, hey, you gonna take this money. He like, nigga, what am I, a hoe? You're not about to press me to take some money that I don't want. And he looked, and then niggas start staring at each other. And he like, man, no, you seriously about to you about to crash out on me because I don't want to take your money? He like, you gonna take this money, bro. He's like, all right, look, give me like 10%. He like, only 10%. He like, nigga, I didn't do nothing. I just sat in the fucking car and moved a few bags. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the house. I didn't put myself in no type of risk. So like, nah, I don't feel like I own. I deserve. 10% is a good amount of money. On top of the fact that I ain't got nothing to do with it, most likely gonna fucking around and probably buy a car or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do nothing else. I might buy some shoes, but other than that, I don't even have things in my head that cost that much money for me to even have an idea of what I'm gonna do with it. And you like, hey, you is pretty good at driving. You like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been riding with my brother since I was like 6. And you like, oh, okay, that's cool. So after a while, you know what I'm saying, they put all the money back. And they sitting there. It wasn't TV and shit. Uh Kanan, you know what I'm saying, every so often, this nigga get to giggling and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Casper look over at him. That nigga on his phone. He like, what are you doing? He like, bro, mind yours? Mind yours, please? He like, bro, you keep giggling like a little girl. Like, what are you doing? And he like, bro, I'm texting somebody. Like, like, move, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get up off me. Push off. And he like, yeah, all right, bro. Just keep your giggling to a fucking a minimum. He like, bro, I don't giggle. I was laughing. He like, no, that was giggling. Next thing I know, I'm gonna turn back over. and you gonna fucking be laying on your stomach, legs up in the air, swinging them. And he like, bro, what? He like, hey, I don't know what you be on, but hey. So he like, all right, whatever. So Casper, nah, I'm saying he turned in for the night. Nah, I'm saying he closed his eyes. He not really sleep. It's weird. Like he sleep, but he not really like super sleep. He's still in like that the realm before deep sleep. What is it like REM sleep? I think. I don't know. I could be wrong, but he basically above. So like if anything was to happen, if somebody was to move or he was to hear something, he can just immediately jump back up. But that happened, you know what I'm saying? Few hours pass, they get up, you know what I'm saying? They call an Uber, you know what I'm saying? They load the Uber up with the bags and shit. They Uber back to to the to the little boarding house situation that they was in. You know what I'm saying? They take all the bags and shit to that nigga Casper room. You know what I'm saying? Casper, you know what I'm saying? He take 10% out like he said he was. And then he give it to him. He like, yo, all right, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, so I've been meaning to ask you, so how often are you gonna do this? And Casper look at him. He look him straight in the eyes. He was like, I'm doing this every night. And he like, damn, every night? And he was like, yeah, every night. And he like, bro, but you just told me like a few hours ago that Batman's a real thing, and you want to risk that. He like, well, it's not really that risky if you think about it. As long as we don't get any higher than we are, like even if we was to organize more people, as long as we stay within a certain realm and nobody's really getting hurt, then it wouldn't really become a problem. Like he was like, the stuff I sell, it's not really addictive. You know what I'm saying? Some of the shit is, but you know what I'm saying, that it's not. He don't even. You know what I'm saying? He take a lot of precautions, and he do want to get away from the more addictive drugs to just get towards the fun party shit. And he like, I mean, yeah. And then he was like, and then I got some other shit that I need to start. You know what I'm saying? Selling. He was like, wait, you got other types of drugs? He like, yeah, they more like steroids and performance enhancing type things. And then he started to tell him about the the green light. But then, you know what I'm saying, he started, you know what I'm saying where the drug originate from. But like, you know what I'm saying, the version he got is completely different. So he changed the name, and you know what I'm saying, it's not green light no more. In this city it's gonna be red light. And he's like, oh, okay, that's hard. He talking about like the enhancements, you know what I'm saying, and shit. He like, shit. You ever even try one to even know if it like if it do it? And he's like, no, because why would I waste like that's a waste of money to me to try one. And then even if it do work, all right. So the normal ones, they have like, you know what I'm saying, 3 hours or so of whatever. And then the better version is six. Then I'll have 6 hours or 3 hours, right, off of it. But it also a waste of money because the normal one, I'm already about to start selling it for most likely it's gonna be 350 or above, and then whatever I decide the price is, the enhanced red light one is gonna be double that. So like all I see is just me wasting money at that point. And he like, yeah, of course, money, 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 of course. And he like, hey, it is. Like, am I wrong? You're like, well, not really, but at the same time, you still need to know if it works. And he started rubbing his chin. Casper, of course, started rubbing his chin. And he like, in a way, you kinda right. I don't know. I see. And he like, hey, I mean, if you don't want to do it, I'll be happy to have some superpowers for a few hours. And he like, yeah, not now though. We'll try it some eventually, sometime. And he like, yeah. So then, you know what I'm saying, he walk up, you know, okay, he going back to his room. You know, Casper sitting there, double bags all around his bed. And he got money, a lot of money. He started thinking about, you know what I'm saying, what was said to him, the events that happened, you know what I'm saying, the the Diana situation, which is still that's still kind of perplexing him. He thinking about, you know what I'm saying, how he just killed somebody, and he didn't really even care. And when he first got here, you know what I'm saying, he was so easily scared, so weak, so nervous, so human. Is what he want to say. Like he felt more human. And now that he moving the way he is, he living the way he living, he don't really like feel like he's just a normal person no more. But then again, bro definitely deserved it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was most likely not his first time doing that. And who knows how many times he did that and how many different women he did that shit to. So like, do he feel bad about it? No, not at all. But at the same time, it is something that he's still thinking about because like that's kind of what happens when you have intra perspective and you can actually like think about what you're doing and how it might affect other people and how it's affecting you. But then again, he told himself that he know he most likely will do it again if the situation was still the same. So he not gonna lose sleep over that. But then he started thinking about the Diana situation and like, more about that situation and like, what I'm saying, how that was pretty weird, you know what I'm saying? But then as he thinking about it, he started to get memories again. But like I said in the previous part, it's like a backlog from him reading so many books at one time. It kind of got put on pause. So things are coming through subconsciously, and then they go from the subconscious to the conscious, and then that's how it comes through, and that's how the memories are coming into him. Pause, because I had to make sure, but that's how the memories are flowing into his head. It goes to the subconscious first, so it's become a thing that he know, but he's not really conscious that he knows it. And then it goes up to the consciousness where it's just a part of him, and he remember it as if it was just him living life through anything. So as he was thinking about it, what I'm saying, he started to get more memories about, what I'm saying, when he was a different person in a different life and the things he was doing. And he remembered a girl named Diana. And he remembered the emotions he had towards her. And to say it was love would be like putting it mildly. Like it was something. Like they was locked in. You know what I'm saying? She was one of the few people that can actually calm him down and get him to think more rationally and not to like hate himself. Because a lot of that came through and like it was kind of sticking but not really with Casper. Is a lot of self-hatred and just disgust with himself. But at the same time, he didn't know where it was really coming from and he didn't really process it. But as more memories come through, we start to realize that those might not be the feelings he have. Those might be someone else's feelings that he just experienced. So, what I'm saying, he think of it like that, which do help him keep it more manageable. But now that he remember, what I'm saying, a little bit about Diana and like how they was and like they they type of relationship, he like, dang, that's crazy because now that he can remember what she looked like, they were like the spitting image of each other. But then he started thinking like, Kanan look exactly like King too. Well, not exactly. Like there is some differences, but like he do look like King. And he started thinking about it. He was like, I mean, if reincarnation is real, well, it is real because he already experienced it. What would be the chances of them being here too? But then it might not be that. It could just be uh, a situation where it's a doppelganger like thing where it's just like they look similar, but they not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like they just have a look because sometimes there'll be people in the world that they just literally look like each other with no relations, nothing. But they look like they could have been twins. So he kinda trying to what I'm saying rationalize because that is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? His heart is kind of beating. You know what I'm saying? Wildly, and what I'm saying? His imagination is fucking going into overload. So he got to kind of bring himself down. And while he doing that, what I'm saying, he heard a knock on his door, and what I'm saying, he look up and shit. And he like, hey, it's open. And then Erica come in, you know what I'm saying, she being followed by her little protege, little I don't know what they are. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know what they are. But uh it's Amber, and I was saying she looked, she like, oh, so y'all live in the same hall too, and like it's immediate. It's like, how do I explain it? Like some people know what I'm talking about when I'm about to what I'm about to explain. Like some people have been through it. I know I've been through it so many times, but it's basically like when a girl is so like it. I don't even know how to say it because it's not like she dissing, but it's like she putting emphasis on a bunch of shit and being all like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just like, damn, bro, like you doing too much because she like, oh, y'all even stay in the same hall, how convenient, da, 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 da. Like she basically putting it in a way and saying it in a way that make it seem like some shit is happening that's not happening, right? Or you could be doing some shit that you're not doing, right? Mind you, Casper didn't do nothing. He ain't do nothing yet besides get his hair played in, and they had a little bit of banter and shit. And what I'm saying, it was a few lines that kind of got bounced around and shit where he was joking around with her and shit. But he didn't know that she had a complicated situation going on, a situation shit, right? And he also thought, what I'm saying, that like she was kind of feeling him a little bit. So like, what I'm saying, he kind of trying to step back now because he like, look, I'm not on that. That's not the type of shit I'm on. What I'm saying, me personally, I don't be out here just trying to jump in between anybody and what I'm saying, make myself a part of situations that ain't got nothing to do with me. So that's how he feel. But what I'm saying, he see her, and what I'm saying, he look, and he like, yo, what I'm saying, they looking at him, and I'm like, wait, did you go get a tattoo last night? And he like, what? I'm like, on your neck. Where that come from? And he like, yeah, I might have. I don't really remember. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kenny, we was trying to kind of tripping. It was like, y'all went out to more parties, didn't y'all? And he was like, we might have. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and Erica, she was like, why didn't you invite me? Like, I like to party. And then, Amber, she started looking a certain type of way. And he like, I didn't really think about it. My fault. But you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of blanking a little bit. I might have went to some parties. Hold on, I need a mirror. I need to even see what, because if it's stupid, I'm gonna have to get it removed. And then he started thinking. He like, what the fuck are they talking about? Tattoo. Right? So he looked, and he got a little Eastern dragon like tattoo on his neck, like the dragon face kind of like pop out over his shoulder towards his neck area, and you can see some of the teeth. But then it goes down his arm, and he like, what the fuck, right? So he like, when the fuck did this happen? And you know what I'm saying? It's on both sides. So he like, what? So he ain't even got time to really like think about it before, you know what I'm saying? Amber, you know what I'm saying, she started throwing her little 3 cents, $2 fucking shit in it, and she explaining like, so you the type to just get blackout drunk and go get tattoos and stuff like that. That's not really that's not really responsible. And you know what I'm saying? He looked and he like, you might think like that, you know what I'm saying, but I live my life differently than most people live their life. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like I don't really have anybody that really even, you know what I'm saying, care what I do. So if I get tattoos, oh well. I get piercings, oh well. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I got parents. You know what I'm saying? She kinda fall back a little bit because she was trying to kinda like doing too much, saying too much. You know, Erica, you know what I'm saying? She asked about that. She like, what do you mean you don't got parents? He like, I ain't got parents. Like I just genuinely ain't got nobody that care about me. Shit, I be on my own. You know what I'm saying? She sat on my bed next to him and shit. She was like, you're not by yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? We probably might have just met, but I consider you a friend. And you know what I'm saying? If you ever need somebody to talk to, we can, you know what I'm saying? We can talk, we can hang out and stuff like that. And he's like, I appreciate that. Amber, she feeling in her heart. She like, he trying to steal my bitch. No. But at the same time, you kind of can't really like, she can't really throw jabs and shit at him right now because he just trauma dumped. And I'm saying, being like, yeah, I ain't got parents, I ain't got nobody who care about me. Like, damn, that's kind of fucking that's crazy. What is she supposed to do now? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is she supposed to like? Try to argue with him? Try to, you know what I'm saying? Keep throwing punches at him? Keep fucking, you know what I'm saying? Being a bitch? That is pretty sad. So then, you know what I'm saying? She kind of like switched the topic a little bit. And she was like, hey, can I see your tattoo? He like, yeah, for sure. So, you know what I'm saying? He like kind of like lift the, the 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 corner part of his shirt up, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, it go down your ribs too. And she was like, for you to get all, and then she looked and she was like, oh, it go across your back. You got all this done in a single night? And he like, fuck? But he like, yeah, from what it seems like. And she like, no, these kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? She touched that nigga back and she looking at the tattoos and shit. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even really thinking about what she doing. But then Erica like, she like, and then you know what I'm saying? She step up. She like, oh, good heavens. And she like, nah, these some nice tattoos. You got some scriptures on your ribs too. And you know what I'm saying? She like, but those ain't from any Bible I ever read. Like I can tell that they scriptures because you know what I'm saying, she church girl and whatnot, but she don't know any of those verses. So you know what I'm saying, he looked, you know what I'm saying, you know, hey, those are some verses. They just not from this world. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So he like, yeah, most likely it's just some shit he just made up. So you know what I'm saying, he pulled his shirt back down. He like, yeah, I mean, at least it ain't bad. Whoever might have did them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope I paid them well enough. So you know what I'm saying? That's basically how he kind of brushed the situation off a little bit. And you know, Amber started asking about all these duffel bags he got just scattered around his room. And you know what I'm saying? She make a joke like it looked like you robbed a bank or something. And he like, nah, he just had to go get the rest of his clothes and stuff. And she like, oh, okay, like that's cool. You know what I'm saying? He started kicking the duffel bags under his bed because he like, yeah, he don't need them opening them bags and find all that money. So he like, so yeah, what? Enough about what I was doing. What happened last night? And Eric was like, oh yeah, that's why I was coming to warn you. Is that you know what I'm saying? Uh, what I'm what I'm gonna name her? I never really think too far ahead on what I'm gonna name certain characters. Veronica, the little short lady that brought him in. You know, she basically like the woman who run this place. Veronica was looking for him, and you know what I'm saying, since he ain't show up, you know what I'm saying, and he missed the curfew, you know, she about to reprimand him and Kanan. She actually already went to go yell at Kanan, but like, you know, she gonna make her way to him eventually. And you know what I'm saying? Like Kanan said to him, she be being a bitch. Like she be being hard on him. Like unnecessarily hard sometimes. Which it come from a good place, but at the same time, some people need to understand that like the harder you are on people, sometimes the pressure ain't what they need. They don't really need more pressure added to the pressure that they already feeling. But not a lot of people understand it because you know most people were raised in different ways and they have their own different ways of doing things. Right. So after she said that, the knock happened on his door. He looked, you know what I'm saying? Amber and fucking Erica, they like, oh shit. Because they not supposed to be in there. Right. So they kind of like hide in his little closet and shit. And you know what I'm saying? He said, oh, it's open, you know. And she walk in and she like, so what happened last night? And he like, nothing really. I just knew that I wasn't gonna make the curfew. You know what I'm saying? So me and Kanan, we just got a hotel room. Well, not a hotel, a motel actually. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the money to be really putting on a hotel. And she like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? She started telling him about like, you know, how dangerous it is at nighttime and stuff. And, you know, she know that he said he not from Gotham originally. So, you know what I'm saying? He need to understand that the curfew she imposed keep them safe by minimizing their contact with gang members and they past criminal like assailants and, you know, shit like that. And she like, yeah, you might not have been like one of the kids that come to her through the like the juvenile program. But at the same time, it is still a lot of bad influences around this city and even in this building. So she just want to make sure that he understand that her rules are for a reason. So like when she say if you don't make curfew, you're not allowed in. That's not her saying that if you don't think you're gonna make curfew, just stay out. That just means to come early so you can be in before the curfew. She don't want them out there. She don't want them, you know, getting in any type of trouble or anything like that. And then, you know what I'm saying, he explained that, yeah, he's sorry. He's sorry about that shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even think that deep. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all might be thinking, bro, my nigga about the trauma dump. Yes, sir, is highly effective. It's highly effective. So he trauma dump a little bit because it's effective. So, you know what I'm saying? He go with the whole, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really got no family and shit. And then he do, from what he know, got like a grandpa, you know what I'm saying, that's buried in a cemetery near here. So, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time he just be in the cemetery and shit. That's where him and Kanan was before, you know what I'm saying? It got too late. He was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, but he's sorry. And he gonna try to minimize that. And she like, oh, so yeah, you go visit the cemetery at night. And he like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? During the day, he could possibly run into a bunch of people he don't want to see. So that's the only time he can go where he know it'll only be him or whoever he bring and introduce to his grandpa at that time. And, you know, she's like, oh, that's that's kind of sweet and shit. You know what I'm saying? She feel a little bit bad. She started saying that she gonna apologize for yelling at Kanan because she ripped that boy a new she ripped that boy a new one because he didn't know what to say. So he just was like, damn, some personal stuff happened with what I'm saying, with Drac. So like he was just making sure that he was all right. And that's all he said. Some personal stuff happened. Right. And he didn't give her any more information. So she ripped that boy a new a-hole. So she like I should go apologize because he was being a like basically an older brother like figure. You know what I'm saying? He was being more mature than she thought he would be actually, because majority of the time he don't really care about anybody or anything. So she stand up, you know what I'm saying? She hug him, you know what I'm saying? She was like, you should just think of this as your new home. And you know what I'm saying, if he ever need anything, he can come to her. And then she leave. And then Erica and Amber come out the closet. Whoa. But nah, for real, they come out the closet and they look and they're like, bro, why was she so nice to you? She's never that nice. And you know what I'm saying, Casper, he like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not a dickhead or I'm not a criminal. And Amber, she like, I'm not a criminal. I just come visit her. I don't live here. She's mean to everybody all the time, like almost religiously. But then you get off and you just get a little that wasn't even, you can't even call that a slap on the wrist because it wasn't. And he like, hey, I don't know, like maybe she feel bad for me. Erica like, maybe. And I was saying she thinking something in her head. She ain't gonna share with the rest of the class though. But she thinking about something. So I need to stop playing with this lighter. But that happened, and I said he ended up leaving his room with them. He go fucking find Kanan. And Kanan, he looked and he like, bro, I just got an apology from Veronica. And he like, what the fuck did you do to her? Like she ain't never apologized to me ever. She talking about some I'm being a good influence and I should keep it up. And he like, yeah, I was just talking about the situation with the cemetery and the motel and stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, the cemetery. Yeah, the cemetery. And he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You were there with me, you know what I'm saying? To see my grandpa, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was some personal stuff, so you know what I'm saying? I wasn't just gonna say it. He's like, yeah, don't even worry about it. They already know they was in the closet when Veronica was in my room. He's like, whoa, wait a minute. They was in your closet. And they started looking, they're like, nah, not like that. Like they was in there trying to warn him about the situation. He's like, look, y'all ain't gotta explain yourself to me. Two girls, one nigga in a room and shit, you know what I'm saying, with the door closed. Y'all ain't gotta explain yourself to me. And then, you know what I'm saying, they start yelling at him and stuff, you know what I'm saying, because he kinda insinuated some things that didn't happen. Right. So then they talking, you know, Kanan like, you know what I'm saying, since it's Saturday, you might as well like, you know what I'm saying, start hooping early. You know what I'm saying? Normally he go to the park, you know what I'm saying, to practice before they you know what I'm saying, start running any types of games and shit. Cause once he get packed, it's packed. And he's like, shit, okay, I can go. And he's like, bro, all you know how to do is shoot. And he's like, nah, I've been practicing. What are you talking about? Like, I know how to dribble somewhat now. And he's like, yeah, all right, look, you you got some shorts because you ain't wearing them joggers, bro. It's gonna be hot as hell today. And he's like, yeah, I got some shorts. So he like, all right, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You gotta have like a tank top or something, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to like you got too many layers. He like, nigga, are you my mama? Like, are you telling me how to dress now? So they start laughing and shit because you know what I'm saying, and then that last part he was just fucking around with him. So he go to his room, he changed, you know what I'm saying? He locked his room because of course he got a key and shit. So he locked his room door, and you know what I'm saying, he start walking back. But then Kanan see him and he see, damn, hey, nigga kinda built. And then he see he got tattoos and shit. And he like, bro, you a fucking delinquent. And he like, what are you talking about? I'm a delinquent. He like, bro, he was like, bro, how old are you? He like, oh shit, I never told you how old I was. He like, yeah, how old are you? Because I said, fuck. He like, "Yeah, I'm about to turn 16 in a little bit. And he like, nigga, and you got that many tattoos? He like, yeah. And then Amber, she like, wait, hold on. He went to go get those last night. Were you not there? And he was like, shit, we was kind of fucked up. So, and he started checking himself. He's like, shit, did I end up getting some tattoos? He planned it all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, genius IQ. You know what I'm saying? He planned it all. He making it seem like, you know what I'm saying, they were so fucked up that, you know what I'm saying, he don't know what happened. And he started checking himself. He was like, shit, hopefully I ain't fuck around and do no stupid shit with you. He's like, nah, but the motherfucker's hard though. He's like, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? They leave. The girls with them, but like, you know what I'm saying? They just in the park, you know what I'm saying, chilling and shit on the benches and they shooting around. Then nothing like how do I explain? Like nothing too crazy is happening on the whole DC side of this universe yet because you know what I'm saying I want a more slower paced story because I want this to be like probably like 20 to 30 part series type shit. Now, who knows? We might even get up to 100 or something parts. Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all fucking with it. But I want it to be pretty slow. And I don't know if anybody been catching on, but every part is an hour. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a little bit over an hour, but every part is going to be an hour of sort. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, gotta get that ad revenue. Now let me stop, but so real shit. I just really kind of get lost in the process of doing these, and by the time I look up to see how far I'm in, I'm always either an hour or so in, or a little bit over that. But about the part where like I was serious about like taking it more slower because I got like a bunch of things that I wanna hit like plot points and you know what I'm saying? We still haven't really even dived into the part of who body he's in and anything like that. So it's just so much stuff that I want to flush out naturally and I don't want to rush it. But if y'all do want more like DC stuff, like I could do a thing where I change perspectives. So we start being with Bruce and we see what Bruce is doing in the world and we start seeing what other Bat family members are doing in the world or where they at currently. If that's something y'all interested in, you know what I'm saying? I could most definitely do that. That can most definitely push us way past 100 part series to like probably 300 part series. Cause hey, hey man, I'm just saying, if you want it, I got you. But I'm gonna end it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. If you're not subscribed already. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next part. Peace.